Is it time to buy or sell AST SpaceMobile stock? In this video, we will explore AST SpaceMobile in depth. Our initial report was published on our website on Friday, the 25th of July, 2025, and we are here to provide you with an even more comprehensive analysis. Remember to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the notification bell to stay updated on our latest analysis. You don't want to miss any crucial updates that could impact your investments. Enhance your trading decisions by trying our newly launched AI stock analysis tool, powered by GPT-4 at StockInvest.us. Tap into the potential of AI and receive free price predictions and in-depth analysis for any one among 45,000 companies worldwide today. Please note that this video is for informational purposes only and should not be considered as financial advice. Since the 4th of June 2025, our system has classified AST SpaceMobile as a hold/accumulate, resulting in a score of negative 0.45. Now, let's examine the stock's performance during this time frame. Throughout this period, the stock has exceeded our expectations, achieving a gain of 89.39% since we initially recommended purchasing AST SpaceMobile 36 days ago. This equates to an average return of 2.48% each day since it was designated as hold accumulate. The stock is situated in the midst of a wide and robust upward trend in the short term, indicating a likely continuation of this rise. The current 3-month trend suggests a potential change of 174.38% over the next 3 months, with possible returns ranging between 137.84% and 206.48%. Examining the longer term, our 12-month analysis indicates a projected change of 33.93%. According to our calculations, the stock's performance could vary from negative 39.07% to positive 48.19% over the coming year. In current terms, this estimation places the future price somewhere between $33.11 and $80.52. Our latest daily update for AST SpaceMobile brings the headline, AST SpaceMobile Inc. stock price experienced a decline of 9.53% on Friday. The AST SpaceMobile Inc. stock price decreased by 9.53% on the last trading day, which was Friday, July 25, 2025, dropping from $60.06 to $54.34. During that trading day, the stock fluctuated 7.08% with a low of $53.03 and a high of $56.79. The price has increased in 8 of the last 10 days, reflecting a rise of 19.21% over the past 2 weeks. Notably, trading volume surged on the last day by 17 million shares, although this occurred alongside declining prices. This trend could signal an early warning, suggesting a slight increase in risk over the coming days. In total, 25 million shares changed hands, amounting to approximately $1.37 billion. Over the past 52 weeks, the highest stock price reached $60.95, while the lowest was $16.89. Currently, the price stands 10.85% or $6.62, below the 52-week high of $60.95, which also represents the all-time high for the stock. Shares of AST SpaceMobile, traded under the ticker ASTS, are experiencing significant volatility today, plummeting nearly 10% amid an otherwise bullish market. While the S&P 500 and NASDAQ composite indices are both showing gains, ASTS's decline signals potential investor concerns surrounding its recent financial maneuvers. This morning, the company announced a private offering of $500 million in convertible senior notes due 2032, designed to fund its ongoing ventures in the development of a space-based cellular network. This venture, while groundbreaking, carries inherent risks that investors now seem to be contemplating. Coupled with this news, ASTS also detailed a cash repurchase of $135 million of its existing convertible senior notes. Such financial strategies may dilute existing shareholder value in the short term, triggering a sell-off. In the short term, the combination of these announcements could lead to continued pressure on the stock price as investors react to dilution and the uncertainties of such large fundraising efforts. Long-term impacts, however, will depend heavily on the successful deployment of AST SpaceMobile's technology and its ability to secure contracts within the commercial and government sectors. If the company's ambitious goals materialize as expected, this could bolster investor confidence and potentially lead to a recovery and growth trajectory for ASTS over time. Analyst ratings. On Monday, the 16th of June 2025, it was reported that B. Riley assigned ASTS a buy grade along with a hold action. On Monday, the 5th of May 2025, it was reported that Oppenheimer assigned ASTS a perform grade with an initialize action. On Wednesday, the 5th of March 2025, it was reported that Scotiabank assigned ASTS an outperform grade along with a hold action. On Wednesday, the 5th of March 2025, it was reported that UBS assigned ASTS a buy grade along with a hold action. On Tuesday, the 1st of October 2024, it was reported that Scotiabank assigned ASTS a sector outperform grade with a hold action. Analysts have assigned AST SpaceMobile stock a general sell rating. They evaluate the price-to-earnings ratio as a strong sell and the price-to-book ratio as sell. In terms of return on investment, analysts have also rated the stock with a strong sell designation. The following signals have been identified for AST SpaceMobile. AST SpaceMobile Incorporated stock currently shows a sell signal from the short-term moving average. However, there is a contrasting buy signal from the long-term average. With the short-term average situated above the long-term average, the overall indication for the stock leans positive, suggesting a favorable forecast. Should the stock experience further gains, it will encounter resistance from the short-term moving average, which is around $57.50. Conversely, if the stock declines, it will find support from the long-term average, which is approximately $46.59. A breakthrough above the short-term average will trigger a buy signal, while a drop below the long-term average will generate a sell signal. Additionally, a buy signal has emerged from the 3-month moving average convergence divergence, or MACD. Nonetheless, some negative signals have also been noted, which could impact the near-term developments. A sell signal was recorded from a pivot top point on Thursday, July 24, 2025, with a decline of approximately 9.53% noted since then. Further decreases are expected until a new bottom pivot is established. Additionally, trading volume increased as prices fell yesterday, which may serve as an early warning, suggesting that closer monitoring of the stock is advisable. Here are some additional signals you might find intriguing. Moving average convergence divergence, buy signal. Pivots, sell signal from 2 days ago. Bollinger, buy signal from 36 days ago. Short-term moving average, sell signal from 2 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 38 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages indicates a buy signal from 37 days ago. Examining the 12-month chart reveals the following. Short moving average, buy signal from 12 days ago. Long-term moving average, buy signal from 38 days ago. The relationship between the short and long moving averages shows a buy signal from 47 days ago. If you wish to explore more signals, remember to visit our page at StockInvest.us. Support, risk, and stop loss for AST SpaceMobile. On the downside, the stock finds support just below today's level from accumulated volume at $49.97 and $49.36. There is a natural risk involved when a stock is testing a support level, as breaking this can lead to a decline to the next support level. In this case, AST SpaceMobile Inc. finds support just below today's level at $49.97. If this level is broken, the next support from accumulated volume will be at $49.36 and $45.94. This stock can experience significant movement during the day, indicating a level of volatility, and with a large prediction interval from the Bollinger Band, this stock is considered to be high risk. Over the last day, the stock fluctuated by $3.75 between its high and low, equating to a change of 7.08%. For the past week, the stock has had an average daily volatility of 7.92%. Before we dive into the possible good trading levels for AST SpaceMobile, let's quickly cover some essential fundamental data. First, the price-to-earnings ratio, or PE ratio. This crucial ratio measures a company's current share price relative to its per-share earnings. A negative PE ratio indicates that the company has negative earnings or is incurring losses. Even well-established companies can experience downturns, often due to factors beyond their control. However, consistently negative PE ratios may suggest insufficient profit and potential bankruptcy risks. In other news, the next earnings report for the third quarter of 2025 is expected on the 13th of August, 2025. Analysts' consensus estimates are at negative 0.190. Keep an eye on these numbers as they can significantly impact stock prices. Now let's discuss some potential day trading levels for AST SpaceMobile. In the event of an upward trend, the first resistance level for AST SpaceMobile is at $56.67. If you do not own any shares, you may want to wait for this level to be surpassed before entering a position. For those already holding the stock, this could be a point to consider for swing trading. On the downside, AST SpaceMobile encounters its first support level at $49.97. If this support level holds, it could present a good entry point, anticipating a rebound. The combined average rating for AST SpaceMobile from various analyst sources indicates a sell recommendation. Now, let's examine some recent insider trades. On the 24th of June, 2025, Ronald L. Rubin conducted an insider purchase of 801 shares of Class A common stock. On the same day, Richard Sarnoff also made an insider purchase of 801 shares of Class A common stock. Additionally, Johan Wiberg conducted an insider purchase of 801 shares of Class A common stock on that day. Adriana Cisneros also made an insider purchase of 801 shares of Class A common stock on the 24th of June. Finally, Julio A. Torres conducted an insider purchase of 801 shares of Class A common stock on the same date. Analyzing the 100 most recent insider trades, we've determined that insider power is currently positive, with a ratio of approximately 17.938. In total, insiders have acquired 59,082,480 shares and sold 29,367,989 shares in the last 100 trades. Our recommended stop loss is set at $51.78, reflecting a decline of 4.7%. This stock exhibits significant daily fluctuations, which introduces a higher level of risk. Additionally, a sell signal has emerged from a pivot top identified just 1 day ago. Is AST SpaceMobile stock a good buy? AST SpaceMobile Inc. presents several encouraging signals. However, we do not find these sufficient to classify it as a buy candidate. At its current level, it should be regarded as a hold candidate, suggesting to hold or accumulate while we await further developments. Upon analyzing the volatility and movements from the last trading day, our systems indicate that the current price is undervalued. For trading on Monday, the 28th of July, we anticipate AST SpaceMobile will open higher by approximately 382.10 of a dollar, starting trading at $54.72. We remind you that trading involves a high risk of losing money and that you should consult a financial advisor before buying or selling any securities. You should not base your investment decisions solely on StockInvest.us. By using this information, you acknowledge and accept responsibility for your own investment choices. This is our current view of the stock. Do you agree or disagree? Please comment below and share your thoughts. What is your target for the stock? Remember to like and subscribe. We wish you successful trading and hope you have a beautiful day. With regards from all of us here at Stock Invest.